and on a congressional hearing, the Brooks Committee back in the late 80s, and he was set up on a drug operation and sentenced to 30 years. Michael's in prison now for this alleged drug allegation. But anyway, Michael is his mistake was he testified against the government. And so they go in after him, they set him up and what have you. Now, I visit Michael on a regular basis because Michael and I have done a lot of work together. As a matter of fact, we met Osama bin Laden back in the spring of 1986, and we were responsible, Michael and I, for the surface-to-air missiles.
The Christians to the lions and rebuild the capital of the Roman Empire in his own image. This is why Hearst and the warmongers of the emerging American empire were delighted by the destruction of the USS Maine in Havana Harbor in 1898. It gave them the excuse they needed to rouse the public into supporting the Spanish-American War. This is why Israel attacked the USS Liberty in 1967 during the Six-Day War, strafing and torpedoing it relentlessly for hours in a vain attempt to send it to the bottom. The Israelis believed that the loss of the Liberty could be blamed on Egypt.
All right, folks, I'm going to take us out to break. Something knocked out everything in here as soon as he talked about Osama bin Laden. We're going to get him back on.
If you owe the IRS money you can't pay, then listen carefully, because you already know that the problem won't go away by itself. You can get help today from the leading tax expert in the country, Dan Pilla.
Hi, I'm Dan Pilla. The IRS isn't going to just forget about you. Right now, the IRS is hiring thousands of tax collectors to go after delinquent accounts just like yours. That's why you need to take action today, and I can help. I take a simple but proven approach to solving your tax debt problem. First, I stabilize collections so you don't have to worry about wage and bank levies. Next, I build a detailed plan to get your debt reduced to the fullest extent possible, sometimes even eliminated. Finally, I work with you every step of the way to get your problem solved once and for all. So call now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-346-6829.
Dan Pilla will solve your tax problem, guaranteed. He's helped thousands of people, and he can help you too. Call us today at 800-346-6829. That's 800-34-NO-TAX.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cameras, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Oh, my sinuses. They feel like they'll explode.
Sinus pressure, sinus headaches that keep you up at night. You've struggled for years. You've tried everything to get relief, but your sinus distress just keeps coming back and robbing you of the healthy life you deserve. Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. Statistics show that 37 million Americans suffer from sinus distress. Fact is, 67 products merely treat the symptoms and don't get to the cause of your sinus problem. Now there's a solution that's safe and doctor recommended. Sinofresh Homeopathic Antiseptic Nasal Spray. It's the only patent-protected nasal product that antiseptically eliminates the known causes of your sinusitis. No alcohol, no rebound congestion, no drug interactions, and easy to use. Don't go another day just treating symptoms. Take control of your sinus health now and get Sinofresh Homeopathic Antiseptic Nasal Spray and get the relief you deserve. Go to buysinofresh.com. That's B-U-Y, Sinofresh.com. Or call 888-906-3636. Breathe easy. Breathe free. Get Sinofresh today. It works.
Folks, we've never had this happen, and maybe it's just Murphy's Law or something else, but right when he started talking about meeting with Osama bin Laden and a State Department official back in '86, there was just all the power went crazy. Only in the studio, everything went dead. I don't know how that happens, and was just going crazy, turning on and off, and I've never seen anything like this. And so very, very bizarre. Ted, you got cut off there. Everything got wiped out. And this is the end of the show. We'll have to have you back about this. Specifically, meeting with Osama bin Laden. What was that in relationship to? You said getting surface to ground, surface to air missiles to the Mujahideen. Go ahead.
Well, I had back in the spring of '86, I had a fellow named Bill Sloan come to me. He was the former top administrative official with the Reagan administration. And Bill said, can you help the Afghan rebels in their fight against the Soviets? And I contacted Mike Reconnaisseur, who I knew had been in the CIA for some 20 years, a scientist. And Mike and I met in a hotel room in Sherman Oaks, California, with this State Department official and a tall, skinny fellow who was traveling under a Turkish passport, and his name was Tim Osman. That was the name he was using. I found out years later it was actually Osama bin Laden. And as a result of that meeting, Michael furnished the Afghan rebels the surface-to-air missiles that were able we shot down, that they used to shoot down the Soviet helicopters and won the war for them. So, at that time, of course, Osama bin Laden was our ally. And then I subsequently learned that we furnished the rebels, Afghan rebels, the $650 million gear for 5 years. So they used that money, of course, now to come back after us.
So you're saying you were involved in the conduit with the government. And I've never known you to make stuff up, Ted. That's just wild. Now, how did you know he was Osama bin Laden, or did you find out later?
I found out later. I didn't know it until I found out years later. It was Osama bin Laden. He was traveling under Turkish passport, Tim Osman. Did not know at all.
Well, that's now been declassified that it was Tim Osman, and yeah, he had a shaven face and everything else. I mean, did he speak good English, or what was he like?
Yeah, he didn't speak much, but he literally, you could understand him. I didn't think much about it. I didn't realize it was Osama bin Laden, and he was undercover. And I talked to the State Department official years, later on, and tried to get him to make certain admissions. He said, "Just forget about me. Leave me out of the picture. I don't want anything to do with it." He was afraid, which I'm not. But anyway, that's the story on, and that's Steve Michael developed these sources inside the Arab world by furnishing these surface-to-air missiles that defeated the Soviets. And so we had inside sources on this. We had inside information. Michael did about 911.
Well, Ted Gunderson, I'm glad that you've beat cancer, and we'll talk to you again soon. An amazing interview. He's the former special agent in charge of Memphis, Dallas, and the Los Angeles Division, and he won Law Enforcement Officer of the Year from the AFL-CIO, and so much of what he said in hindsight has turned out to be true. Very, very scary stuff. Ted, God bless you. Thanks for spending time with us. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks for having me on your show.
You bet. Take care. Folks, the broadcast is over, and very strange. He starts talking about Osama bin Laden, and everything goes dead here before he went to the last break. That was strange, but we'll just hope that it was just Murphy's Law, just a coincidence. Sure it is. No big deal. I'm going to try to figure out what happened now that the show's about to end. I'll be back live tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central. right here on the one, the only GCN radio network. The websites are Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. And it's live now at PrisonPlanet.tv. Not just Invisible Empire that we premiered last week, but now Police State 4, The Rise of FEMA is live for PrisonPlanet.tv members. If you're not a member, go there. 15 cents a day, $5.95 a month. Your purchase supports this radio broadcast. You sign up in about a minute and be watching the film right now. It is live in 4 different high-quality formats, or you can order the DVD in the highest quality at Infowars.com. Great job, crew. See you back live tomorrow, God willing.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.